I'm Carolyn Washburn with Utah State University Extension, the Family Consumer Science Agent here in Washington County. And today I have one of our true delights of Washington County that is grown here, that of the pomegranate. Pomegranate is just a wonderful fruit, and it grows very well down here. We probably have 6 or 7 varieties. Some of them are called the Dixie Sweet. And then if you're not fortunate enough to grow pomegranates in Washington County, when the season comes in early September, you can go ahead and purchase pomegranates in most all grocery stores now, and they will run until about the middle of December or to the end. But the pomegranate is really a treasure. It's a wonderful fruit, and if you've ever eaten it, you've just kind of started digging on it and deciding, how should I go ahead and cut a little spot? And as you do that, it takes you a little while to pick out all of those little tiny seeds. And so today I'm going to show you one of the most asked questions I get. How can I open a pomegranate and not just have to pick out each seed? So it's a quick little skill, and you may try it this next season when you decide to have pomegranates, but I'm simply going to cut the end off of my pomegranate. And then I'm going to score it, and you can see the beautiful colors, those little seeds that are inside. They are simply great to eat and truly full of nutrition. In fact, we're finding out that pomegranates have more antioxidants than even blueberries. So they are excellent in helping to prevent some cancers, blood pressure, cholesterols. They are wonderful fruits. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score it now. Much like I would an orange, just going to take and score several places all the way down to the end of the fruit. And now that I have it all scored, I'm going to go ahead and just simply get ready to put it in a deep bowl with ice water. And it's important to have some ice in it, that it's very cold. That just helps the membranes come off a little bit faster. And certainly you want a deep bowl, because when you look at that bright red color that is full of juice, if you don't have it in a deep bowl, you know that that's going to splatter all over you. And you certainly don't want that. So I'm going to get ready now to just submerge it this way into my bowl. So now I'm going to submerge it in, and then I just simply break it apart, putting my hands down there at the bottom. And as I break it apart, I kind of brush or pull apart just a little bit so that I know all the seeds are falling right to the bottom of the dish. So I'm going to take and go ahead, and you can see that I can bring those right out. If I have a few more, I just put them right back in there. Scrub them a little bit more, the membranes. The skins come right to the top. Well, if I still got a big piece here. Now, pomegranates, generally, they're nice to use when they're brand new, and they will keep a little time. These I have actually kept for about 3 months, and we are very fortunate to keep them this long. I keep them in a crisper, wrapped, but a great thing to do with pomegranates is to freeze them so you can use them in salads, or simply juice them and make wonderful pomegranate juice or jelly. One of the favorite salads here in Washington County is Dixie pomegranate salad, a real favorite at Thanksgiving time. It simply has these fresh pomegranate seeds, apples, whipped cream. You could put raisins. A little bit like a Waldorf, only with the pomegranates, it's truly a Dixie Sweet. I also like to put it in a cottage cheese Cool Whip salad, and then my very favorite is I make a salsa, and I use these in the recipes there. It calls for a little tomato and green pepper. But anyway, I'm going to take this now and simply drain it. Now I'm just going to put them in a bowl or whatever I decide to do with them, but you can certainly see, and I may pick back a tiny bit and see there's still maybe just a few little membranes inside, but what a great way to get a total pomegranate in just a very short time.